Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Killer Collab Podcast. My name is Tony F. Florida, Tony D. And to my straight in front of me, Chris Lato. Chris Lato.
Back to number one, maybe.
Two, bitch.
Two, whatever. Number two.
That's all right. I'll be third. I don't mind being middle cuddles.
And to my very direct right, we have Mr. Joe Davison. Hi. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are we doing today?
Are you talking? Good. Hello. Lighty. Remember Jerry Lewis?
Yeah.
God, I love him.
Yeah, very,
He was great, man.
He was. He was one of those like comedians where like ahead of his era.
Dude, you know who is probably the best is Danny Kaye. You know Danny Kaye? I mean, what was he like, though? You hung out with him.
Out there.
Yeah, he was out there.
Who's
Was
Danny Kaye?
Danny Kaye, dude?
That's way before mine.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty? Now I can't think of any of his movies. Wow, Christmas Story? Music Man. Danny effin' Kaye. Blonde-haired dude. Was Jim Carrey before Jim Carrey. Alright, well, it doesn't make you special with your smug reserve there, sir. As if you don't know him, therefore none shall know
Nobody
him.
should know him.
No, I'm just saying it's way before my time.
Dude, he was great. Even though he was before your time, you know who the fuck... you know who Charlie Chaplin is, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
How about the Marx Brothers?
Yeah.
Alright. The Smothers Brothers?
What kind of porn were you watching?
Oh, man.
I
Well,
know
the
the
Smothers
Smothers
Brothers. It's black porn.
Oh.
Smother
Costello.
Brothers.
Oh,
With your
Abbott and Costello?
dog.
Yeah. I know Abbott and Costello.
Okay.
Martin Lewis.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Danny Kaye was one of these, one of these guys before his time, dude. He was great. I just watched The King, and there's this whole bit about the.
I'm so high.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, you guys are bringing me down, bro.
It's so high.
So,
yeah.
So just getting a little boring.
The Vessel with the Pestle.
Did anyone see the Werewolf by Night trailer?
No?
No. Do tell.
Holy shit. Like,
Who did it?
it's Disney. So, Werewolf by Night, the comic book.
Yeah, I didn't know Disney
Yeah, they're
picked that up.
making I don't know if it's a series or a movie or
Where'd
a
you watch
short
the preview?
movie or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, where'd you see this?
It is it might be the greatest trailer I've ever fucking seen.
Jesus, get out of here, dude.
Dude, I'm
You didn't even
telling
see my trailer for Sorority yet.
it is amazing. They
Yes.
take this
Okay.
comic book and
Yeah.
they make this show. I don't know if it's a show or a movie. I don't know what it is. But
You're
it comes
so
out,
blown away by it, you don't even know what it was.
It comes out October 6th or whatever.
Did you dream about this in
I
your
asked
old
my
man
son, I'm like,
stroke?
what is this? Is it a series? Is it a movie? He's like, I think it's a short, like an hour-long special movie or something. I don't know. Again,
Okay.
but
That's
it's
weird.
Black
Is
and
that
white.
a thing now? Disney's new hour-long special movies.
It's black and white. They make it look like the old Wolfman movies.
Okay.
Fucking amazing. Like
Like
I watched
Lon
that trailer.
Chaney?
It brings him back to his.
I've watched
his
that
heyday.
trailer 5 times.
He's like, I remember when I used to like black and white.
I've watched that trailer 5 times, and I'm just like,
And you still don't know the title.
holy
Yeah,
shit.
you still don't know what
I
it.
don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't say it anywhere. All it says is special
I
presentation.
hate watching it, and I don't know what it means.
All it says is special presentation. That's all it says. I don't know what that means. So anyway,
I don't know. I would already.
you
Googled
got to
that
watch the
shit.
trailer.
You clearly.
Like we need to watch it like after the show.
Oh
Okay.
man, it's a date.
It's so good.
What else we doing, guys?
So good.
No.
And I saw Barbarian Friday.
I didn't see it yet.
You
That
way
is
too
a
much time. on it.
Crazy ass movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who is that? Is that Wakanabe or whatever? Wakatobi? Wakanaki?
It's got the dude that played Pennywise in the new.
The director.
Uh,
Fucking idiots.
Oh,
The guy who directed Love and Thunder. Taya Wakanaki.
Taika Waititi.
he did Barbarian.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Taika Waititi?
Taika Waititi? Yeah, he's the Black Panther guy, right?
Okay.
Wait, no. Taika Waititi is the guy who
Directed
directed Thor Ragnarok and
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Oh, I thought he did Black Panther.
And he was also I'm Korg. I'm Korg.
Oh, he's Cork as well?
Yeah. Cork, yeah, he plays Cork.
That's cool. Did you see Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
I loved it, man.
Yeah,
Everyone
it was
hates
good.
on
Dude,
it.
everybody hates that movie.
Why?
I thought it was so
I
much
loved
fun.
it, dude.
Oh, so much fun.
I thought it was, dude, I laughed from the beginning to like, I cried at the end when she died and the kid showed up, and I was like, he did it all for love.
You know, love is her name, right?
Yeah, that's why he did it all for her. Yeah, but no, also Ed Love as in the emotion.
So this dude that directed Barbarian hasn't really done anything. It seemed like his first breakout.
Nice, good for him.
Fucking great. Like it was a crazy ass movie. Like go in not knowing anything. And
Well,
just
that's the story
watch
of my
this
life.
shit.
Yeah. Same.
You know what I did watch was Elvira, Mistress of the Dark,
Elvira.
1988.
Old
The movie.
movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cassandra
old
Peterson.
That's old school.
Yeah, dude. I showed Alexa. She loved it.
Yeah.
She's like, why does she wear a knife? I said, in case she has to kill vampires. And she's like, what? And she's like, is this a vampire movie? I said, no. She's like, well, what is it? I said, it's Elvira. And she's like, what is that? I said,
That person.
that.
Boo!
Yeah, and then it got, it gets crazy. There's a fucking soup monster and the vampire necromancer.
I haven't
dude.
seen that probably since the 80s.
Yeah. But Alexa loves, like, Edward Scissorhands. And the woman, the old neighbor in Edward Scissorhands, is also in Elvira as the nosy town lady.
Right.
And the same girl from Breakfast Monster, the fucking receptionist.
Oh,
And she recognized her. She goes, that's the girl from Edward Scissorhands.
No,
I was
that's
like,
the girl
yeah.
from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Not
Didn't say Ferris Bueller's.
the secretary. Didn't you say the secretary for Ferris Bueller?
No.
No.
The secretary from what?
Yeah, Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also the lady for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. The lady at the rental car desk.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah. So I think it's cool that Alexa's recognizing these actors from other
Right.
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
Speaking of recognizing actors, I'm watching She-Hulk, episode 4,
Yeah.
and there's the guy from Perfect Strangers. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's right. That
Dude.
is him.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Mark Lynn Baker.
Crazy.
I know, dude. He's way
He
old
looks
now.
so old, right?
I mean, they might make him look a little older, but fuck, he looks
Yeah,
old,
he looks
dude.
Really
How old is your dad? 100?
I know, right?
So stupid. That reminds me, back to Elvira. So there's this young girl in Elvira who kind of like wants to idolize Elvira, and her parents are played by these two old ass actors who look like they're fucking 90,
Okay.
and this girl's like 18. She's 16. This fucking 90-year-old bitch had a 16-year-old. Bitch, I was like, this casting is out of control, dude. Out of control. That's how old 19-year-olds or 16-year-olds perceive their parents to be, I guess. In their hundreds. Alexa
Yeah.
must think I'm ancient.
Yeah.
She must think I've been around since, like, the first grain of salt.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
You don't remember when you were a kid when you thought that the old people?
Old people were old as shit.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just 30. Old.
No, I don't know. I never thought about it.
When I was a kid, I used to think that.
But Elvira's great, man. I've always loved her, man. She's fantastic. I follow her on Instagram, Cassandra Peterson. Yeah.
Did you watch the last She-Hulk? With
Yeah.
the Magician?
Yeah, of course. I love it.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that was
such a
the
good
best
show.
episode.
People are hating.
It's like each episode's better and better and better.
Yeah.
I just wish the CGI was better.
I could give a fuck less.
What I don't like is that they're bringing in Daredevil.
When?
I don't
Probably the
know.
last
You said you
I
don't
don't-
like them bringing in Daredevil?
No, and here's why.
It's a law show.
Hold on. I get it. But think about Daredevil for a second.
Yep.
How dark and fucking badass.
Yeah.
Is it? Look at She-Hulk.
Super light.
Super light.
Yeah.
Shot, bright, funny. Everything's kooky. Everyone's kind of wacky.
Well, you got to remember that.
And Charlie Cox is going to walk on that set as Daredevil.
Well, you got to remember that the Daredevil show was not done by Marvel Studios.
I'm just saying. I hope they don't
Right.
fucking
And that's what I'm saying.
comic.
Don't fuck it up, Disney.
Yeah. Don't,
Now they're already saying it's not even really season 4. It's a kind of a light reboot. And I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, because She-Hulk
They're gonna
happens in L.A.
vanilla
and
it
he's
up.
in New York, so they got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I wish they had a device or a vehicle that went from one state to the other
How
in
did they
different
do
ways.
that?
Like maybe the ones on a track. There could be some have wheels.
Well,
Yeah.
well, that
and then
steering
some
wheel.
go in the air.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember Venom. is
Blind
in
people
San
can't
Francisco.
fly.
Daredevil can't get on
Remember,
an airplane.
Venom takes place in San Francisco,
He's
and
just
he
in the
doesn't know what's
airport.
going
Whack,
on
whack,
in
whack.
New York with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like Venom is in San Francisco.
All right.
He never crossed paths with Peter Parker because he's in New York. They do that. They stay in their area.
I know, man.
They stay in
I
their
get it, but they're working. Hey,
They-
yeah, besides, Matt Murdock does probably have a license to work in LA anyways.
Exactly.
He's a New York lawyer.
Dude, in the last episode, that Madison chick is like one of my favorite
Oh,
dude.
of all time.
Dude.
Wangy.
And I wonder, like, what? I wonder what.
Just call it Wanger.
Wanger. Yeah. Hey, Wanger.
I wonder what the audition for that character was like, because
Oh my god.
I
That's
almost
crazy.
want to think that girl just showed up, walked right through everybody,
And just did
right
that.
into the room, did the fucking audition in front of everybody
And
else.
there was like,
Yep.
Right.
And fucking just came up, put her shit down in front of him, a fucking purse and a drink, and maybe some high heels and shit.
I think there's gonna be a twist with her. So you're like, I don't
there's
know.
gotta be something, because I hope they keep her around. 'Cause she was so
I do
fun.
too. She wants Wong's wang.
And then all the Sopranos spoilers and stuff. I was like, what are they doing? But then everybody's all pissed off. I'm like, here's it. If you haven't seen The Sopranos by now,
Yeah.
like, come on. You're not going to watch it.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
quit trying.
And a lot of these kids never even heard of the show.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting they did a Sopranos reference. I'm like, how old are we?
I know, right?
Like, what is your audience right now? Like, who are you targeting? Because Sopranos is like me, my
What was last Sopranos? It had to have been like
10 years ago.
Yeah, no,
probably more than that.
Oh, 05, 06.
Yeah, okay, so damn.
15 years.
Yeah, I thought it was like more around
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
9,
crazy.
10.
Yeah, I know.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting that they threw all the spoilers out there. Piss everybody off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
05.
yeah, they don't give a shit.
05 was the last season.
Dude, it's 20 years
it
ago.
started
Wow.
in 99, and then
It's almost 20 years. If that's a spoiler for you,
I know.
heads up, you're gonna die.
07. 07 was the last episode.
Don't tell them the people die.
Yeah.
If Tony Soprano's a spoiler.
But like I
for
said,
you.
when this generation that's watching She-Hulk now wasn't even alive.
Right.
They were. You gotta think they're because that was what 15 years.
Dude,
ago?
I just asked you who Danny Kaye was. You had no idea.
Yeah,
who
that was
the fuck
100 years. That's the difference.
Dude, fuck, dude, seriously.
Actually, Jaden just asked me like a month and a half ago.
What's
He
it
was
like?
I want to watch The
being gay?
Sopranos. Do you have like it on DVD? I'm like, yeah, there's a whole series.
Yeah.
So, he hasn't watched it yet. But
Yeah,
he's interested.
because those shows are hour long. Those
Yeah,
are-
that's a tough
I
one.
recently had a conversation with my son. I'm trying to think of what it was about, but very similar to I said, "You don't know blah blah blah." Who the fuck was it? And he's like, "I don't know who that is." And I was like, "Dude, I'm not doing my job as a dad."
Do you ever watch these like TikToks and Facebook Shorts where they're asking the kids what's a fax machine?
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's the place where you check on facts. So like, if you want to know the truth about it, you go to the fax.
I like when
machine.
they I like when they give the kids a dial phone and they're looking at it like,
and then they hang it up and they do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you
you
doing?
have no idea what to do with that.
Like, it's hilarious. 'cause-
Do you think they did the same thing like in the 40s with like telegraph machines to the kids?
Right.
Where they're like,
Here,
look,
use this.
he doesn't know. Oh, he can use a telephone. He can use electricity. But here's 2 sticks. Where's your fire, buddy? Oh yeah, what is this? 2 sticks. I don't know. We're dumb. Ah.
But now we can put it on film. Now we can actually record it.
That's true.
As they do it.
Yeah,
So it's a little-
I have a feeling every like second generation has that moment.
Yeah.
Where the generation before them has a new technology.
Well, think about it this way: like these kids don't know a life without like cell phones, without computers. They don't.
Like they don't get it. And, I keep telling them, I'm like, when we were a kid and we didn't know something, we just walked around not knowing the answer.
Yeah.
Now you can find the answer in 3
I
seconds.
still do that.
Right.
Because I stopped caring. I was like,
Yeah,
that's important
like-
music now.
Yeah. Hey,
Like
what's
even
blah,
even
blah,
with
blah,
this, even with
blah.
it, if I don't
No,
care
man.
about what the
I don't
answer is,
care.
move on.
Yeah. I don't.
Or I keep trying to explain to them, like,
Hey man, what's the 5th largest
You know
mammal in the world? I don't
Care.
know.
it was like if you
Why
wanted
is
to
it
go
gonna
to
save my
like
life?
somebody's party, you had to like write down the directions.
Yep.
You would get halfway there and get lost. You had to get out of the car to a payphone.
Yeah.
Call them and say, hey, where are you at? And you're looking around for the street. Oh, I'm at the Circle K on 56th and 3rd.
If you see a big tree in the street, you
keep going
went too
right.
far.
Hold on. Go back a little further when you first got lanterns. What was that like? I want to know what it was like in Louisiana in 1812, sir.
It's ridiculous. Well, because I used to do directions like, if you're going to see a pink house. When you see the pink house, take a left. And when you take a left, you're going to see
That's
another...
where Mellencamp lives. Past this house.
See, that's not my house. That's Bobby's house. But you're going to keep going down 5 more houses. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 more houses.
I had probably 15 numbers saved in my head of my friends.
Yeah, I told you
And I
last
could
week.
dial
still know
any
my-
of them on the phone.
Yep.
Yo, no, I'll call John. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Now I don't even know my wife's phone number.
Right.
I'm like,
now,
I don't
all
know.
I know is my own phone number. My own. That's the only number I know.
I don't.
Oh no, I know
know
my work phone number because I have my office phone.
That's how I feel most days. Especially dealing with like, my 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Because or my 7-year-old even. Because they're just like, Dad, look. This is the thing.
Do you think raising children now is harder than it used to be?
What?
Do you think raising
Harder
children
in what
now?
aspect?
Well, in any aspect.
I think nowadays everybody just gives their kid a tablet
Yeah.
and just shut the fuck up and go in the corner
Yeah.
with it.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't. I just sat with them
I tried
this
to be
morning doing
interactive.
homework.
Well, when they were younger, I tried to.
And back then, you could give them
Yeah.
a swift smack of the ass.
some sports.
Well, I don't know about anybody else's childhood experiences, but here's mine.
Okay.
No help from the parents. They didn't know math or any of that
Yep.
stuff.
Same.
So I had to kind of figure all that shit out on my own. No help in science because they didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
My dad was a working man, worked on brakes his whole life, and came home and drank.
You did have like a school with teachers, right?
I went to school, yeah, but they.
Was it one of those one schoolhouses when you go to school? There's just one.
I wasn't. I'm not that old.
Like
I'm telling
6
you, like,
students.
my parents neither one of them graduated.
Mine either.
Right?
Yeah.
So when
I
it
think my
got,
mom
I
got
think
a
when I got
GED.
to like 7th grade and was getting into like long form algebra and stuff,
Yeah.
they were just like,
I was always really good at math. I was always like really good at
I'm
math.
terrible at math. Are you a
and
good
then
speller?
like,
No.
Usually, you can either do math really good or spell really good. Very rarely do people do both.
Yeah, like math.
Like,
I
I'm
was
an
like,
excellent speller, terrible at math.
Yeah.
I
the English,
couldn't do either one at all.
Weird.
like when I was in English class, or I just like stuff just didn't like collect. Like I would read it and I still wouldn't understand it. Like I was English class, it was just not there. Literature, like it just doesn't click in my head.
Right.
Like I don't process that information when I'm reading it.
When I was with your
Like, I
mom
have
the
to-
other night, she told me that's because you fell downstairs.
It's so strange, right? Like, how come, like, I guess one part of your brain overtakes this part about the math, and then
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we don't
Well, it
wanna worry
depends on
about
how
spelling.
your cognitive like stuff works in your brain. Like some are like brighter and they flash brighter than the other when you're reading or doing math. Like my math probably, like, but my reading is like.
My math is like in the dark. Like, it's in the fucking medieval times in a cave.
Yeah.
Is that where you left your hat?
But yeah, I cannot.
Yeah, no, it was no point in trying to get help from my parents because they didn't know.
All right.
They didn't know anything, man. So by like 8th grade, I was on my own, literally like
Yeah.
trying to figure all this shit out.
Do they still put kids on leashes?
I saw one the other day on a
haven't-
leash.
I was
Little
just I haven't
kid.
seen that shit in a long time.
Yeah, right. Because I remember I used to.
I would-
My little brother used to be on a leash
Yeah, we
I
were
would
walking.
never
at-
do that shit.
Where the hell were
at Six Flags. Where
I remember
Come
looking
here.
at people going, "What a fucking piece of
I
shit."
know. We were walking somewhere, and my girl was like, "Oh, look how cute that little girl is." I'm like, "She's on a fucking leash."
Yeah. Oh, but you do it as an adult, and you're a weirdo,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Thanks,
a whole
Castle.
different type of, thing going on.
Oh man. But no, because I think about it, like we didn't have the technology back then. So how did we shut up? Really? Like how did we get like? They should just send us outside and just like go play, come back.
Dude, when I was a
the
kid,
lights turn off.
I
Yeah.
would go out and I'd play football on the street. We'd go to baseball. And play Dungeons and Dragons on my buddies.
Like they don't do that now.
Video
Like
games,
you don't
like, we
see
did
kids
all that
playing
shit.
out in the streets anymore.
I was never at home. Ever.
You do. Yeah, my neighborhood's got like 35 kids in it. They're always outside. They actually block the streets off now. Our main street has my family, which is 11 and a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
The 15-year-old doesn't count.
Because I just see them all
Then-
playing video games.
No. Look, we have a 7 and 11. Across the street is a 9 and 8 and a 6. Next to us is a 6 and a 4. 2 houses down from them is a 9 and 7.
Yeah.
All these kids all play together all the time in the road. So what we've done is we blocked the street off now because these assholes live. There's a stop sign 1 house down, and then it's a T section, and then on this way there's a bunch of houses. Those fucks that live back there, when you cut through our street because it's quicker, they don't slow down. They'll come hauling ass, and it's like these teenage fucking kids, the same like 2 or 3 kids, who come fucking burning ass through there. So now we just put fucking cones up. They literally have to stop and wait for us to move the cones.
Yeah, these kids drivers.
And then one kid, we were out there. It's me, the other dad front, big dude, and then the 2 other dads from the other side. And this kid, he's like, "You don't own the fucking road, man." And I said, "I got 6 dads that'll beg to differ." He was like, "Get your Sierra."
I would just sit on my porch with my shotgun. Like, oh yeah, you better not be traveling around these pots.
Yeah. I just walked up to him with my Glock. Fuck out of the car, bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not
plus
human.
these kids have no respect either. Like these young.
No, they have
show
nothing,
no
dude.
respect.
They don't fucking know anything. They don't know anything.
They don't-
I feel like
they
we're
don't wanna
now we're our
work.
parents.
They don't
We've
want-
become our parents now.
Yeah. And
I
don't
have a
any
question.
kids.
Why do another rapper got killed during
What?
a robbery or some shit?
When?
I can't remember. Yesterday. I can't remember. the name.
Oh, I hadn't seen this.
Anyway,
I love
Was
that.
he
why
good
is it
rapper?
only rappers are the ones that get shot and killed by other people?
Good.
Like,
Because they're
Because
all
they're always
hear about-
flashing their money at people.
You don't
and
ever
they,
hear about
like,
a
hide it in their house.
guy
Put it in
in
a
a
bank,
metal-
motherfucker.
they can't.
like, you don't hear anybody about a metal band getting a drive-by. Like, what the fuck?
Nobody cares. 4 white dudes got shot today. All right.
But it's just like they're killing themselves. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I wouldn't want to be a big name rapper now. Get fucking
Well, like I
shot.
said,
Well, here's the
they're all
problem.
flashing. Look like the Island Boys.
And it's
They're
been
always
like that since
money.
what, the 90s? It's been like that since
Wait,
the 90s.
hold on. Can we back this up just a little bit? He referenced the fucking Island Boys as rappers.
No. Just in general, when they were just showing money in videos.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
talking
no.
about those goofy-ass
It's
kids?
like I'm surprised Floyd Mayweather hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah.
Because he walks around with $1 million in cash on him in a bag.
Yeah, he's dumb. Well, he's got a whole bunch of armed guards.
So what? It's worth the risk to take out 6 dudes to get that $1 million in broad daylight and nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah, true.
You got $1 million in cash and it only costs these guards because you know he ain't gonna fight back.
Yeah.
He gonna run his ass away.
Why does he have $1 million?
I don't know.
He wants to be that guy.
Like, why does he just walk around with you don't have like a card, like a debit card?
I'm pretty sure he has a black card.
That's his spending cash.
Right.
$1 million
Put it on
a
your
day.
fucking card. Like, why do you want to carry all that money?
I just want to go to him and be like, yo, here's a script. Give me that bag. I'll see you in 6 weeks.
I really just want to.
What's in 6 weeks?
When I start production.
I thought you were gonna be done in 6
Fuck
weeks.
no.
How much money? Like, you know, these people that are flashing money.
6
how much,
weeks I'll be in Bermuda, motherfucker. Don't find me.
these people flashing those money. How much money do they really have? Honestly,
Probably not.
Where'd he go? The Bermuda
Here's the thing.
Triangle.
The people that talk about having money
Yeah.
don't have any fucking money.
Yeah.
The people that don't talk about having money, they got all the money. That's the way it is. People want to be something they're not, so they're always talking about it.
All for the camera. All for the appeal.
All for the gram, bro.
Exactly.
All for the
Look,
gram.
if I had millions and millions of dollars,
I wonder,
you wouldn't hear from me.
If
Like,
it's
I would be.
gram-
I'm not on Facebook, not on Instagram. You ain't hear nothing. I would be sitting on a beach in Spain. Just
yeah, I was talking to Leanne about that. Like, if we won that like $1 billion, right? I was like, what would we do? And I was like, well, I was like, I'd open a fucking $100 million production company and make fucking movies forever. And she's like, why? You'd have $1 billion. She's like,
You
why
have
would
to
you
work.
want to like? You could just go live on the moon if you wanted to. And I was like, yeah, but I don't want to stop creating just because I have money.
Right.
Now I can create
That
how I
would make
want.
me create better.
Yeah, now I can do exactly
Now
what
I
the
can
fuck I
create
wanted
better
to.
stuff.
yeah.
She's like, I just want to go sit on a beach. I was like, that's not living. That's like giving up.
Right.
You know? And she's like, well,
Go
I'll
on a
give up
beach
with a
and rot
margarita
away.
in my hand and a fucking $100 bill. in my other hand. I was like, all right, that's fair enough, I guess.
I don't know.
She's like, we'd send the kids to boarding school.
Having billion in the bank, is that really like losing? Like that doesn't feel like
why would you
losing.
put $1 billion in the bank? Well, it's only.
Nah, I give that shit to my cousin Tony in Brooklyn. He knows where to do it.
He's gonna put it in
federally
mattresses.
insured, though.
Yeah,
They don't
he owns a
insure that
mattress
much.
store.
No, you don't.
You'd
You have
have
to
one
put it
bank.
in multiple
Yeah,
banks.
people. Yeah, because they only like.
And like, how do they? What are they? 100?
They go up
Like
to
$1 million,
$100K.
$100,000.
Yeah,
is what
$100,000.
they insured.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah, but if you put it in like,
So where do
Million
all
banks.
these people have their money?
I don't know, man.
Do they have like Swiss accounts? Or
Yeah, it's all
well,
over.
they put them in like bonds, like hedge funds. They put them in stuff like that.
I got $1 billion. Sir, I need to see one of your credit cards. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah, but a lot of them keep them in hedge funds or in the stock market or
How many bank
That's a good
accounts
way
do you
to
have?
lose it.
All of them.
I know.
You
Let me
know
tell
this
you the
bank?
ones
Yeah,
I
I know this
Let me
bank.
tell you the ones I don't have.
Right.
Bank
Yeah.
of America. That's the only one
It's
I
the
don't
only one I
have.
don't have because it sucks.
Or
They're the
Wells
worst,
Fargo.
dude.
I wouldn't do Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo and Bank of America are the two worst banks ever.
Yeah, I like Achieva. Achieva's nice.
I've been with
Are we
many
gonna get in
banks.
trouble for saying that?
No,
Oh,
okay.
they don't sponsor the show.
Bank of America
um,
has canceled.
Yeah, they fucking
Oh, well.
shut our bank accounts down.
But those two banks are the only banks I've ever had that had money stolen out of
Really?
them. Yes, those are the only two. Every other one, nothing. Like, it's ridiculous.
You know what doesn't suck, though? Raw rolling papers from Raw. Please sponsor us.
Sponsored by Raw.
I'll take it. I can see how much money I'd save.
I got a weed card, too, so...
Yeah. Have you done it yet?
Yeah.
Have you done it?
Yeah. Well, I've been doing the drop.
I did a line with it.
I actually have a J in the car.
A J. He's at it a week. He's already on the street with the fucking turd. I got a doobie in the trunk.
Wow, I don't gotta keep it in the trunk. I'm legal. It's in my cup holder.
I'm not legal. I smoked that shit with cops. What are you talking about?
But the whole process to get the weed card is like easy as fuck.
Yeah, you just have to be retarded.
fuck.
Wasn't there? Why do you need your weed card?
I literally-
Oh no!
They gave me a form. I was like, "Cancer," and they were like, "Okay, here you go." I was like, "Okay, bye."
See, I can't do that because I can't prove
Yeah.
I have cancer.
Yeah.
I can't say. I just can't go to the circle cancer. Right. Well, I can't.
Well,
So how am I going to
I
get
also,
that?
I also have
Proof?
PTSD and I have high
did
anxiety.
they ask for proof?
So, depends on what it is. Not the cancer. They want.
So you just go and say I have cancer, and they just give it to you with
Why?
no
I showed
questions
them my
asked?
scar.
Did you say PTSD?
You had to show 'em your
That's
scar?
for pussy sucking dick.
What? Wait a minute.
Post-traumatic.
Wait.
Post-traumatic.
So you
stress
go to this
disease.
place and
Yeah.
you say,
This is
I
the
want
doctor.
weed.
He's the doctor.
I had cancer.
PTSD.
And they're like, let me see your scar?
No, they.
Let me see your scar. It's inside my body.
No, I couldn't like show them my paperwork.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cancer.
Like, what?
Pretty much. But no, I had PTSD and high anxiety, and I showed them my meds. That I'm
Just
on
go
for
in,
anxiety.
pull your pants down, show your butthole, and be like, "This is why," and then be like, "Okay."
Or just walk in. I got glaucoma.
Yeah. Just walk in with a blunt. I do it anyways, so let's make it legal.
It's really not that hard because you just gotta like pay the license fee. And that's it.
Yeah. Why are you
I
so
don't
against weed?
I'm not against weed at all.
I thought you were arguing on weed.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why it hasn't been legal all these years.
Oh,
That they
agreed.
Well,
tax it.
some states.
And
well,
then tax
because they-
it. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, just make it like cigarettes, bro.
Right. Exactly.
I'll take a fucking pack of weed.
To me,
already
alcohol-
pre-rolled 20 pack.
To me, alcohol should be illegal.
I agree.
And weed should be
Agreed.
legal.
Agreed.
Agreed. There's more people die
Oh yeah.
from alcohol
DUIs
than
with
driving.
alcohol.
Because alcohol
than anything
is
else.
feeding the system, and for
It's a
hundreds of years.
$1 trillion company.
Yeah.
It'll never go away now.
Right. So why don't they make weed $1 million? Excuse me, a multi-million
well,
dollar.
it's getting there. We're
thing?
just, it literally just
It
started.
is slowly getting there,
Yeah,
but
but-
it should have been done. Fucking
Oh, I
Well,
agree.
I want to know.
There's too many
Okay,
people fighting
so let's say
The
it's
Republican Reaganomics.
1985. I'm 20 years old. I go to jail because I got 2 pounds of weed on me. For fucking 90 years.
Yeah.
right. It's pretty stupid.
So I'm still in jail, right? Do I get resolved because weed is now legal? I don't know.
think you should.
Yeah, do I get to get out of jail because fucking it's legal now?
Well, they would appeal it
Should
at
be.
that point.
Yeah.
That would be the process.
Like anyone who's arrested in the 70s and still in prison now in LA who for weed should automatically just get the fuck out of jail.
Right. Yeah.
What's the charge? Marijuana? Out. Marijuana? Out. Marijuana? Out.
Yeah.
Welcome to free life, guys. Sorry we were assholes. Here's a fucking.
decades.
Here's $1.
Here's a couple pounds of weed.
I don't remember what the hell I was watching. Oh, I was watching this. There's a show on Hulu called I Dated a Psycho. So we were watching this crazy. Yeah.
Welcome
It's
to
just
the
about
club,
people
buddy.
that dated somebody that flipped out on them or whatever. So this guy, he's with this lady. They just start dating, and he gets like really possessive of her. Like she's really liking him because he's flashing money and buying her all this expensive stuff.
Of course.
So he starts getting all this possessive, and she's kind of like, you know, it was time for me to take a step back. So I told the guy, I think we should slow down. He wanted her to move to New York with him and all this
Whoa.
shit. So
Where
she's
they
like,
live now.
so he flips out on her. He stabbed her 30 times. 30 times with a knife. And he got 6 months probation. She lived, but he got 6 months probation. That was his sentence for stabbing somebody 30 times. So he gets out of jail.
He stabbed
And-
someone else 31 times.
Right. So he gets out of jail,
I don't know why I sound like a sports
and
guy.
she moved away and stuff, and she was fine. And then she
Fine? She got stabbed 30
Right.
times. You're not fine after that.
Well, yeah, no,
you
I
don't
meant, like,
trust
she
anybody.
Got away from the guy. So
I
she
would
moved-
trust any
Imagine
motherfucker
that
after that.
PTSD.
She moved to like Virginia.
Sue
like
that
7
motherfucker
years.
for millions.
She moved to Virginia for 7 years, and she moved back to New York. And
Ran
she's
right
in the
into
grocery store, and he's right behind her. So she shakes off out of the grocery store, starts freaking out. So then, a few days later, some lady comes to her house, and she's a cop, and she's like, "Hey, you know, I want to ask you some questions about this guy."
Yeah.
So she's like, "I'll do whatever you need." So he was in jail because he was dating this lady. Same thing happened. Got real possessive. She kind of tried to break it off with him. She's driving. He cuts in front of her car, gets out of the car, and bites a piece of her cheek off and spits it on the ground. And so the other lady testified and stuff about what happened to her, and he ended up getting like 35 years in jail. But I'm like, how do you go to jail for weed
What?
forever?
What fucking
And then you
judge
stab somebody
was
that many
like,
times?
well, 30 times? All right, don't do it again. All right.
You know, he
Get the
pled
fuck outta
guilty to a lesser offense, and it was like some bullshit assault, something, I don't know. 6 months probation.
What did he stab her with?
With a fucking knife.
And she survived after
Wait,
30
was it a
times.
rubber knife?
No, it was a real knife.
30 times.
But she was
though?
a
Like,
dancer.
How awful could you have been at stabbing somebody 30 times?
Dude,
and
I'd
you
be
live?
exhausted at like the third or fourth stab. I'd be like, ugh,
Yeah, I think it was like
Ah.
a short blade or something.
ugh.
But the lady
Ah.
was a ballet dancer, and she was wanting to move to New York to do that as a career.
Yeah.
And after all that happened, like her arm was all paralyzed, and like
Oh,
she was
man.
pretty messed up after that.
And he only got 6
6
months.
in jail.
Is he dead now?
6 months probation. He didn't get any.
Is this
jail.
dude dead now? Is he
I
still
don't
in
think
jail
so.
in the
I don't
Bronx
know.
or wherever the fuck he is?
Last I heard, he got 35 years.
That's not enough,
For
dude.
the other
That's-
lady.
You paralyze somebody like that,
6
fucking
months
stab him.
probation.
35 years is not enough.
And they're putting these people in jail for like 10
having
years
some
for weed.
It's fucking
Like
ridiculous.
the court system's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Man, I stabbed a bitch 30 times. I got 6 months probation.
I'm in here for weed.
And yeah, the other dude's like, oh, that's funny.
For a
I dropped a
plant.
joint. I've been in here for life.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm on a new colony now. They're sending us up to this asteroid, and we're gonna start pounding on it. I guess or something. I don't know. It's where I'm going.
There was this meme.
What'd you do? I farted.
There was this meme on Facebook or Instagram. It was a guy who he was like, I just got out of prison for weed after like 20 years, and then there's a billboard sign behind him, weed here, like
Yeah.
a store. He's like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, these guys should be compensated or reinstated or
absolutely.
whatever the fuck if their only charge is weed.
Like that was.
Is that a movement? Can I start a movement for this?
You could.
I mean, I think there is.
Probably someone's already
Yeah.
doing it. Some hippie chick in LA is already like, give them their right! Give them their rights!
Yeah.
Isn't Kim
What I
Kardashian
wanna do-
doing stuff like that?
I want not like that though. I want to be like, yo,
But I think that they should
Fuck
get the
you,
same
give them the
treatment
rights.
of being exonerated, like for like all these prisoners that
Dunkin'
get found that
Donuts.
they're not guilty from doing like now they're doing the technology to solve crimes is a lot better, and they appealed it and with that evidence, and they're like, oh, you weren't guilty. I'm sorry for doing those 30 years.
Yeah,
They give them like millions and millions of
Yeah.
dollars. I think they should do the same thing for
weed people.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the weed people.
Like,
Yeah.
for their life.
Hey, Daniel, I know. Listen, hey, we just discovered. Check this out, okay? You're gonna laugh. Okay, I know you've been in here for 35 years from raping that kid. Well, like you said, you're innocent. We discovered it was actually Uncle Timmy from a DNA sample that we got. He raped him. Anyways, so, you're free!
Right.
We're
And
good
now
now,
the-
right? We good? We good?
And now the dude's been in there for 20 years, so he's
Yeah.
institutionalized.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not going to be able to function in society.
Nope.
Like,
It's like,
think about
oh,
how
but-
different the world is from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty different.
I don't want to go out there now, and I've only been in the building for 40 minutes.
I don't think they qualify as institutionalized.
Feels like it.
I don't know. But I like these laws, like you could, but look at the states that still don't allow weed. Like
I know,
They're-
Florida.
they're all red states.
Makes no sense.
This is stupid. I hate everything. I love my country, but I hate my government.
I hate laws.
Well, it's not that. I hate the
Dumb
back
laws.
asswards of it.
But I hate
Dumb
how
laws.
It's backwards, man.
Yeah, everything's
It's backwards.
I
It's
hate
so
how like
fucking stupid.
religion and all this shit is in our laws. Like no, it's separation.
Let's explain our government to our foreign listeners who might be listening
You can't.
and how it works.
How long
Listen.
do you have?
Guys, I don't know where you're living right now. Listen to this show, but we're gonna explain American government in 3 easy steps. We can't.
It's they want to run our lives.
Yeah, which you probably know in other countries, they're probably the same.
They laugh at
bullshit,
us.
You know what I
They
mean?
laugh at us for this.
Well, I don't know. Where would you rather live? China?
No.
You want a like leader? Do you want like one dude to bow down to him and like, yes, my lord, I will wear the gray pants today? You know, I mean, it's simpler. It'd be way easier. You don't have to think about shit. Oh, it's Friday. Everyone gets to wear their pajamas to outside today. You know, we're not too far from that. I mean, look at Demolition Man. You know, look at Equilibrium. Remember that one?
Well,
Christian
actually,
Bale.
60% of our audience is the United States.
Oh, well, then they know what we're talking about.
So,
Thanks, nerd.
The other 40%.
Yeah, where's the 38%?
India, Germany, Spain.
India! Give it up for India! What's up, guys? Your women are beautiful. Indian women are beautiful. Right up until about 32. I'm kidding, guys.
No, but with our laws, I just think
If there's any Indian women out there who are looking for a home to rent or, you know, single Indian women, I mean, is what I'm talking about specifically.
22
Under 32.
Yeah, under 32 who don't mind a family and 4 children already and a wife, hit me up.
number at the bottom.
That also attains to Indian men if you have millions of dollars. I
think they have ruples.
ain't no gold digger. I'm just saying.
Joe's like, who wants to be a movie producer?
Exactly.
But what? Do you,
We'll give head for production.
Show me the
money.
money.
like I don't see like the government saying, you know, we were wrong and these are now legal. Like in some states, I can see it, like Colorado now, because they're like, oh, here's the joint when soon as you enter the border. But it's like
That's how everywhere should be.
I agree.
You should walk into Walmart and they'd be like, here's a joint
Yep.
and some flip flops because your fucking feet are barefoot. Here, put your fucking shoes on.
Here's the problem with the country. You got religion is creeping into
Too much.
government.
Too much.
And
Creeping in, dude. It kicked the fucking door
everyone
in.
is too
On our money, it says "In God We Trust."
right. But
Well, we don't mean it.
But it's creeping. Like Catholic laws are rules.
Dude,
are
they just
creeping
reversed
into
Roe
government.
versus Wade.
Right.
In my personal opinion, a woman's body is her body.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants with
Yeah.
it. Even if I got to grow pregnant, she's like, well, I'm not keeping the baby. I, as a man, should be like, all right, that's your decision.
Yeah.
You know, I respect, you know, do you.
Yeah.
Because if, I'll tell you what, if someone came to me and said, you can't piss for 6 months, I'll be like, no, I'm fucking taking a piss. You can't pee for 6 months. It's the same fucking thing as telling them they have to have a baby.
And then
You have to have it. You have to have it. It has to grow inside you. You have to care for it and go to work still. No government help. And you know, so put my babies, put babies out so we can eat their stem cells, and then all of us will be young again, and the world will be ours. That's where we're headed.
the thing is like
New world order.
if they make that illegal,
I'm kidding. That sounds like a crazy.
if a woman has a
Republican?
baby
Yeah.
inside them and they don't want it, it's
I
gonna
sound like a
come out.
Republican. I'm not at all.
If a woman has a baby inside them, it's gonna come out if they don't want it, and they're just gonna have unsafe abortions now.
Yeah.
instead of having-
Yeah, now it's just going
Oh,
to get
it-
really risky, and women are going to die because they don't want to have a rape baby because some jackass thinks it's okay to rape women, and some guy in the government's like, yep, and then they got to have her babies. Yeah, fucking retarded.
And then everybody's like,
That's what I'm saying,
"Oh,
like,
adoption. That's
What
a choice."
happened?
Yeah, there's like hundreds of thousands of
Yeah,
kids in
there
the
is. I was
foster
like,
program
this
right
is
now.
what I tell every Republican
So let's add
about this. So, are you going to adopt it? How many kids have you adopted? Like, oh, none? Oh,
I said
okay,
that
then shut
too.
the fuck up.
Yeah, I was in a Facebook argument. And I said, "Oh, how many kids have you adopted?" Oh, that's why should I have to adopt someone else's mistake or whatever? I'm like,
You don't have to adopt, and
You
it's not
don't.
always a mistake, you fucktard. They're children. They're not mistakes. They didn't ask to come into the fucking world. The
Right.
problem is the two who put them together. Okay? So these two people, without them, would have a middle one. Now you got a middle one. It's everybody's problem, I feel, on the planet. We should all take
Yeah.
care of each other. We're never going to do that until aliens attack, and then we're all going to band together and be like, well, we're fucking humans, and we're earthlings, and fuck these space guys. They're going to try to kill us all, and fuck the Black Pyramid in Alaska, and fuck the fucking Mayan periods. We got to go fucking battle against aliens, and it's going to be like, yo, Bob, get your gun, and Tyrell, let's go, we got to go, and then everyone's going to be on everybody's side, and we're going to be shooting to the fucking sky like Independence Day. And that's the only way we're ever going to fucking get along about anything is when we get attacked by fucking aliens.
Sad but true.
The other problem with our country is everyone is too concerned with everybody's sexual orientation.
Yeah, who cares?
Like,
I don't care.
This "don't say gay," like,
Can you stop fucking
Why
for a minute
is-
to shoot an alien? That's
why
all I
is
care
that
about.
even? Why is someone's sexual orientation even a topic in
Who cares?
kindergarten?
None of your business.
Why?
It's
Like,
their
why
life
is it?
choices.
I don't know.
Why
if
is it a
is.
topic
Listen,
at
I don't
any
know.
age?
Listen, I don't know if any of that shit's really happening. I have children in school right now, and that's not what they're talking about. They don't talk about that shit at my kids.
Right? Like, who cares?
I don't know who's talking about
Who
it.
cares?
or
Republicans.
This guy's fucking-
Well,
Yeah.
they're just reporting on it like it's happening, and I don't think it's
No,
happening.
it's not. They're doing the scare tactics.
Right,
Keep
scare
right.
tactics. Right.
That's how they get votes. Is people get scared for what they're like. They're teaching our kids about gay and
Right.
phallic stuff.
Like,
I'm like, no, they're not.
but I don't even know why it's a conversation topic.
And then
Who
woke act
cares?
that DeSantis wrote, like, why? Like woke.
I didn't
act?
even read it.
It's
I didn't
so
even read it.
stupid. It's stupid.
totally.
That's
dumb.
why I can't deal with.
It's totally
Republicans.
racist.
It is.
Yeah, it's totally racist.
They don't see anything wrong with it. These
This is
Republicans. That's why.
Like, you shouldn't.
I mean, I
even
don't mean to be all
talking about
political right now,
anything like that
but
in
Republicans are what ruining the country right now. They are.
Well, it's ignorance is ruining the country.
AKA Republicans.
Yeah, it's a backwoods
They
mindset.
want things to be
set on Christian beliefs.
Yeah.
Set to a thing that doesn't exist anymore.
They want
It
everything to
doesn't
go back to
exist
50s.
anymore.
They want everything to go back to the 50s.
Christianity and all that shit's gonna go the same way Norse mythology went, and Roman mythology went, and Greek mythology went. It's all going away.
They don't
You know,
understand that
something
church
new
is
will
big
come
business.
about. We're gonna start
That's all
worshiping
church
fucking
is.
robots,
That's all it is.
or Google, or Elon Musk is gonna become the emperor of the galaxy or some shit, and that's who we're gonna worship for the next fucking 100 years.
Churches make money, touch
That's
kids.
all it is. Church, it's just big business. It's people that they get sold on an idea, and then they're like, okay, here's my money. Here you go. It's a cult. All this religion is a cult. Even the leader of Catholicism,
The Pope?
the Pope, supports gay rights. Like he's
Yeah. Well,
noted being saying it. Like, oh, live your life, and then they're like, oh, the Pope's wrong. What?
well, according to your book, there, he's the supreme ruler of
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah.
So
Like this
this is what I hope.
This is what I try to tell
you know that
Republicans. He
fucking,
says it's okay. Shut the fuck up.
You know the mosque, the square box that's just like floating in fucking Israel?
No.
You don't know about the mosque? The giant one. It's a square mosque. It's what they worship. They go to it. They all do the
A
mosque is
I thought
their
that was
church.
like a church for.
It is no, but this is like a big mosque in Israel. It's square. It was built. They say that Jesus is
Sounds more alien to me.
something is in there belongs to Jesus.
Okay.
For
And this
sure.
is, they all travel there. They all do this. The what's it called? The seven.
Deadly sin.
No.
What religion is this?
Muslim.
Muslims believe in Jesus?
Yes.
I thought they were Allah.
No, dude.
Well, a lot of like
Is it Allah their God?
Dude, my brain is not working right now, man.
But like I said, religion just needs to get the hell out of
Right. That's
government
the root
and
of all evil.
schools, and unless you're going to a Catholic school or a Jewish school, that's the only time religion should ever be spoken. Like if
Religion
you go
is
to
the
the
root of
specific
war
school
and
for religion,
evil.
well, more people have died in the name of religion than any war
That's
put
what most
together.
wars are about.
The Kaaba. You guys don't know this thing?
No.
Looks like that. People worship it. They can't get inside.
It's
in
a
Israel.
building,
Yeah, it's a fucking thing that was built.
and they can't get inside.
It was
Why
built.
do they want to get inside? Like what's in there?
It's what they worship. The pilgrimage to the holy site is core principle of almost all faith. The Kaaba, meaning cube in Arabic, is a square building elegantly draped in silk and cotton veil located in the Mecca of Saudi Arabia. It's the holiest shrine in Islam. Yeah, man. I think this.
And something's in it.
Yeah,
Big
dude.
thing.
Look how big that is.
What's in it?
I don't know.
Nobody
no one
knows
knows.
what's in it.
I think it's like worshiping a pyramid.
Well, dude, no. This thing's that is alien. If there's anything alien, it's that fucking thing.
And you said
Because
it
it's
floats.
it just sits there. What?
It floats in the air.
No, it looks like it's floating, but no,
Oh.
it sits there. It's been there for hundreds of years. They
That
do
thing's been there
this-
for hundreds of years. It looked like it was modern. Like,
It's
it looked
not,
like
dude.
somebody
It's
just
not.
made
It's
it.
been there for before Christ, I think.
That's thousands.
Yeah, thousands of years. Dude. It just said it was built. Fucking whatever, bro.
But I don't see that any different than anyone worshiping like the pyramids. Like I don't see that any different
There's no
because
robot.
they have pharaohs in there that people, believed in and all that shit. The Sphinx. Like I still think those pyramids were made by aliens. 'Cause I still think that.
The pyramids?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like I don't even see like the manpower that they had to do. I mean, a lot of manpower, but
Yes,
you
the
see how
most.
big
It's a
those-
mosque. It's the most important mosque.
Close the church.
Mecca, Saudi Arabia is the most sacred site in Islam. Considered by Muslims to be the.
But like I said, I didn't
Allah,
mean for this
House
the
of
show to go
God.
political at all.
Crazy.
But I just get so annoyed at like stay out of everyone. Like you want less government, but then you're like, okay, the government says you can't have an abortion. The government says we need to teach more religion. No, keep your shit out of my life.
The government says don't put gas in a car anymore. The government says don't charge your car anymore.
Well, like I said, Republicans want less.
And then they say don't turn on your lights anymore.
But okay,
The shit in
you heard about the thing
California's
that happened.
crazy.
You heard about that in California,
Yeah,
where they
they're
were
saying
like,
you can't buy electric gas cars anymore.
well, 2035. But they
but then
said,
you can't charge your car either.
but I'm gonna tell you why.
because they don't have enough power.
Well, you know
They're not
why,
set up
right?
for it.
Because all the Republicans are blocking the infrastructure deals that would generate enough power to do
They
this.
should. We're not ready to be
Yes, we
solely-
are. If you
We are
if
not
you allow
ready
them
to be solely.
if you
electric.
allow them to build the infrastructure,
And
yes,
you know what
we
doesn't
will.
make sense?
1045.
Huh?
That's what was built.
AD or BC?
AHCE.
AHCE? I don't know what that is.
All right.
How can
It was rebuilt in 1627
So not before. Christ.
after a flood in 1626.
Joe? We're on a whole nother
Caused three of the
topic right
walls
now.
to collapse.
Yeah. But
Well, I'm just saying it's thousands of years
so the
old.
walls collapse. They still don't know what's inside. That makes no sense. See, that's religion for you.
So let me
Yeah,
ask you a
that's-
question.
You're just ignoring the fact that it's a thing. You
Let me
guys are
ask you
just
a
like
question.
blowing it off like it's nothing.
It is.
You go to
It's
plug
a
your
thing.
car in. You go to plug your car in to charge it at night. Where does the electricity come from?
The
It
city.
could be their solar power.
Solar power
I
is
would-
gonna fucking
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Did you know how
Yeah.
strong
Hang
solar
on.
power is?
Hang on. You think that
All of Disney
solar
is operated by
power
solar power.
is going to be able?
You just found sunglasses.
Oh, okay. He just
You
realized
think
that.
solar power is going to be able to handle
Yes.
the entire country
Yes.
driving an electric vehicle?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking mind.
No.
That's because
The whole world would
Yes.
be a big solar panel.
But Republicans are stopping it.
They should.
But why?
Because it's asinine.
No, it's not. It's renewable
You
energy.
get rid of fossil fuels that way.
Right.
We don't
Why
need
would
them.
get rid
We
of
don't
fossil
need.
fuels?
We don't need.
We don't need
fossil
them.
fuel. We don't need
Dude,
it.
you know how much fucking solar power would need to
Yes.
No, I don't.
to
physically
make the
know.
entire
Do you know?
country,
Yes, I do know.
houses, cars,
Yes.
all that shit run?
You know they all they need is
There would be solar panels fucking
this was
everywhere.
proven. No,
No,
this
they
was
won't be.
proven. No, it goes a part of a whole grid. Our eastern grid is run like our whole grid is Maine to Florida. That's our grid.
Right.
If all they need is it was proven. If they farmland in one state and all solar panels is enough to run the eastern seaboard. They've proven it.
Have you seen how many solar panels are on a house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Like
10.
the whole roof is covered.
So what? Those are small, micro-manageable pieces for the consumer. Those aren't giant fucking solar panels.
Yeah, those are commercial grade
300
solar
foot
panels.
solar
This is what you're not understanding.
made by the government.
If they put the
They
money,
got solar farms in the desert.
all of Walt Disney is run by solar panels. You do not understand that? All of Disney World is run by solar
And
panels.
where are the solar panels?
They own farmland in property. They have
So
look it up.
basically, so what you're saying is all our farmland will be solar panels.
No. They just need to do a small area in farmland. I forgot what state. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Fucking Wyoming. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
The fucking 3/4 miles we need to do the fucking solar panels on
They keep
is nothing
blocking it.
compared to the farmland. You can build that shit on the side of a mountain. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
But
so,
well,
all
like,
right,
if
so
you keep stopping this infrastructure, this is the thing
We
that
need
you're
the
gonna have.
solar power.
We need the
The
infrastructure.
fossil fuels are destroying the ozone layer, which is making the planet fucking hot, which is going to make the planet swell, which is making the ice caps melt, which is going to make it flood.
Like this is what if they just built the infrastructure, we wouldn't have these problems.
So
Of
why don't they
blackouts,
just make-
brownouts.
why don't they just make car solar panels?
This is
They
this
do.
is where you don't understand. There's not enough room on a car, like flat.
I've
surface
seen them
on-
though.
Well, no, they do have, but they usually just run the HVAC system on the car. They have them on high-end cars. The HVAC, there's enough
Yeah.
solar panels that just run the HVAC so it's the cool temperature in the car. That's all those solar panels on the car. But there's not enough surface
the
on the
solar
car to run
panels
the whole
used
thing.
for the. This is the unit. The solar panels on the top. This unplugs and plugs into your car. The solar power comes from here into your
Yeah, the
car.
power wall.
So it's running off of solar power. Technically.
Yeah. This, like I said, what you don't
This
understand
wouldn't
is
be
if,
on the
if
car.
they passed all the infrastructure that they need, we wouldn't have blackouts. We wouldn't have brownouts. Like everyone would be
They don't
connected
want to
a
do it
solar-powered
because
grid.
the electric companies don't want you to move to solar
Yeah.
because solar power is free.
Yeah.
The
And
electric
actually-
companies want you to stay on the grid in their neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. You think that if where you go to complete solar power, they're not going to charge for that?
No, they will, but
They will
not the electric
absolutely
company.
charge for that.
Right, but not Duke Energy.
Of course, though.
No,
Duke Energy has
because I can
solar.
buy my solar panels off of a fucking individual.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to Duke
But
Energy.
Duke
to get
Energy
my
has
solar
solar division also.
panels. I'm not going to go there though.
But look, also,
You see
if
what
you
I'm saying?
generate more power that you're
Right
giving,
now,
they pay you.
Hold on. Right now, the problem is that you have no choice but to go to Duke Energy to get your house
You
turned.
have
No,
other.
you
Well,
don't.
WoW or
There's
whatever
no
the
power
fuck.
companies here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. As far as getting electricity, yeah,
Right.
you have to go through that.
So they
you
make
won't
up
have to
these
do that
prices,
shit if you put solar power in your house.
and
You're
know,
off
if
the
you-
grid.
if
It
you
doesn't
did
matter.
that,
Shut
if
that
you
shit
went
down.
off the grid,
Turn
you
it
know
on
how
to
much
your solar
how much
power.
cheaper electric would be.
So how much does it cost for you to get solar panels on your house, to run your house?
In some states, it's free.
Yeah. And in other states, they're being reimbursed.
Yeah.
Whatever you pay, the state
Yeah.
pays you back because they want to get off of fossil fuels.
Yeah.
That's
like,
why
if we had
dude,
the infrastructure,
Nevada-
we wouldn't have these problems.
Nevada and California are about to be out of water. Like, Vegas is going to be out of water in like 2 days. None. No water. They drained it up, man.
Because there's so much
Look it
money
up.
piping into these governments
Look it up, dude.
from these companies, from the fossil fuels, from the electric companies, and all those companies are feeding these governments. Like, don't pass these laws, we'll go bankrupt. Well, get with the times. That's why it's wrong with Texas, because they privatized their electric company. They privatized it. So now they're charging. There was reports of electric bills being over $2,000 for these companies, these people in Texas,
Right.
and that's like I said, if they did their solar power or they connected to a grid, they just wanted to be individual or independent of our grids. And so this is the shit that they run to. Now Beto O'Rourke is trying to fix all of that and put them on the grid and institute more solar power possibilities. But you have all these Republicans that are fighting all the progress of science to make this happen. If we had the infrastructure, if we had these solar farms, we wouldn't have these electric problems. We wouldn't have like brownouts from all this AC. And like electric would actually go down and people would actually stay on the grid because it would be so cheap and so many people having solar power that it would even out. Just like gas. Remember when no one was driving, how cheap gas was? It was like $1.50.
All right.
That's how it's going to be. That's how it would be.
Here is a graph of Lake Mead. Okay, red line is, let's say that's where the top of the water was. Okay, that's red line is 2022. Okay, it's way up here, up in the thousands. The water level right now as of today is at 1,000 feet. They have 20 days left of a clean, viable water source.
I'm gonna read this right now.
It dropped 665,000 gallons.
From the Solar Energy Division.
The answer is, don't live in the desert.
Well, the answer is that the water has dropped so much that now it doesn't power the fucking dam.
Right.
So there's no the electricity. They're having brownouts and shit.
So they have solar power. But here's from the solarenergy.gov. Solar's abundance and potential throughout the United States is staggering. PV panels on just about 22,000 square miles. Think about how big 22,000 square miles. That's not even that big. It's about the size of Lake Michigan, could supply enough electricity to power the entire United States. But Republicans stop. That's all you need.
Because they're powered by big electricity.
Yeah.
Duke.
Tico, you have
with the Lacucci.
well, all these electric companies, they won't allow that to happen. But all you need is 22,000 square miles. That's not that much.
For the whole country?
The whole country.
And they can run their house, their car,
Everything. Everything.
That sounds crazy.
That's science, but Republicans are stopping science. This is my big problem with Republicans. They want everything to go back to the 1950s where women stay home and do all this shit. A man and a woman are only get married and have sex. Like, no, stop it. Like that's what's so annoying about Republicans. That's why I hate Republicans. Hate them so much.
You just
I don't care. Fuck them.
banished half our fucking
Bye. Goodbye. Bye. Don't listen to us.
Oh,
Don't care.
shit. That's not the way to get listeners.
Fuck Republicans. Okay. Anyway, a lot of Republicans don't believe in
Podcast.
No, I mean I'm going to say the arts, the industry of the film industry. A lot of Republicans don't like the film industry.
I don't know about that.
Podcast.
I think like Clint Eastwood's a Republican, and like he might be the
You know what I'm saying?
other one. Yeah.
So I don't really care for them at all.
Obviously.
They stopped listening. But like I said, 22,000 square miles is enough to operate the entire United States of.
Sorry guys, are we boring you with this nonsense talk? But it's occasionally we get real on this show.
I mean, occasionally, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is real issues that the world is facing right now.
It's not all about like who's got the biggest breasts in showbiz right now. You think?
The biggest?
Yeah.
Like, biggest?
Yeah.
Probably Christina Hendricks. These are enormous.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Is she a porn star?
She was in Mad Men. She was on.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you watch?
I was thinking Kat Dennings.
See, I don't think she's attractive.
Christina Hendricks.
You don't think Kat Dennings attractive?
I don't find her attractive either.
Hot.
But there is something about her. Like,
Yeah, there is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it means she's hot. She's so hot, your brain can't process it, so you don't know how you feel about her because your brain just shorts out.
No, I don't think that's it. I
Did
just
you see Good Girls?
Huh?
Did you see Good Girls? About the three girls that robbed the.
Yeah, of course. That's a good show.
That's who Christina Hendricks is. The redhead.
Oh.
Matthew Lillard's wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right. All right.
They were the only
Yeah.
ones.
What about the best looking dude in Hollywood?
Best looking dude.
Still Ryan Reynolds.
Nah, Henry
Ryan
Cavill.
Reynolds.
Who?
Henry Cavill.
I love him. I love
I
him.
think he's a good looking dude. I think he's not
Wow.
bad.
I
You know
think-
who's a very attractive man?
Jason Momoa.
Jimmy Garoppolo,
I don't know who that is.
the quarterback.
Yeah.
For 49ers.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Greek. He's a Greek
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Greek. He's a Greek god.
His name is Garoppolo.
He might be a Greek. Maybe he's a demigod. We don't know it yet.
I mean, he's not that good at football.
You know who else is a good looking guy? The guy from, you watch Euphoria? You've never
No.
seen Euphoria, have you?
Gloria, no.
Oh, you guys are sleeping on that fucking show.
We don't have
Dude,
enough time.
sorry,
like
dude.
you
I
do.
have
It's
four
just one,
kids.
like-
He has a
it's
full
just
time
one, like,
job. We
80
just don't have
hours.
time to sit around with
I
a
know.
dick in our hands and watch shows about dudes.
I wish I could.
It just won, it just won like 80 Emmys last night.
Well, the alien.
No, that's a great
Did,
show.
did you watch the Emmys?
No.
I was gonna say, look how much time he has to watch that fucking
Nah,
4-hour
I'm not gonna
Emmys.
work.
No, he watched fucking football last night. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I watched half the game.
Yeah.
I didn't get home till like 11.
Who won on Sunday, guys? We'll talk about sports now in the sports section of the show, as football has started in America. American
Here,
football
buddy.
was started in 1849 by a gentleman. His name was Sebastian Jonathanson, and he started football. It was a small sport set on a plantation where you would take some sort of fruit, whatever you had, coconut, cantaloupe, whatever, and then you would throw it to your team member, and if you could get to the oak tree before everyone tackled you, beat you to death, and then ate said stolen fruit, you got a point.
Is this for real? Or are you just...
Yeah, no, this is real. They're looking it up on Google.
No, that's it.
Bunch of retards.
Facebook.
Did you watch Elvis yet?
No.
No.
We haven't seen it either.
And that concludes our section of sports.
I want to watch that. I'm in the middle of watching Pretty Little Liars Original Sin. It's like a horror movie.
Yeah, okay.
And it's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Hour-long episodes, though, man.
I watched
Brutal.
an episode of The Explorers Club hosted by Josh Gates. Love that show. I love Josh Gates.
Good looking guy.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude. My wife loves him. He's from Boston. He's tall, kind of red hairish. You know, he's a Boston dude. So she immediately, already has him undressed in her eyes. Yeah. Anybody from Boston? Mark Wahlberg, his brothers.
Mocky Mock.
I thought Donnie was pretty cool.
He's got a new show on
Donnie
Hulu.
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie
Did
Wahlberg
you know
does.
Donnie Wahlberg was in The Sixth Sense?
Yeah,
He was the guy that...
he's the crazy
shot
guy
him.
that kills him.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. I was back when he wasn't really doing much.
I don't know, man.
He's more TV guy, though.
What does that mean?
He's in a whole bunch of TV shows.
That's where you want to be.
Not really.
Residuals,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Residuals. Yeah, it's great that Marky Mark makes like $5 million a movie or whatever the fuck, but I bet
Well,
Donnie.
get points.
I bet Donnie gets like fucking $100,000 a year in residuals.
But I think
You think Donnie Wahlberg has more money than Mark Wahlberg?
No.
No fucking way in hell. There's no
But
fucking
I-
way in hell.
But I think unless you have like points on the movie and like
Of course, you
Oh,
don't think all these big name guys get
sometimes
points?
they don't. Some people just do this for the
I'm
big.
sure Tom Cruise is.
No,
rolling
I don't
that
think
shit
anyone in
from
the
Maverick.
Marvel universe does that.
Who what?
I don't think anybody in the Marvel universe does that. Marvel
That's
studios.
Disney.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
y'all could go fuck.
those are the biggest movies.
We're keeping all the money.
They're the biggest movies in all of cinema ever.
Okay, I was off just by a little bit.
What is
What,
Donnie
90
Wahlberg?
I already did it. I already got it.
What, 90 million?
What do you think, Donnie Wahlberg? Nope, can't do it now.
5 million?
Oh, I'm out of this conversation.
Yeah. What do you think Donnie Wahlberg's worth?
5 million.
Okay, what do you think
More than that.
Mark Wahlberg's worth?
75
Oh my god, this dude has no idea. No, Donnie Wahlberg is worth $25 million.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg is worth $400 million.
Really? What do you do with all that?
Dude, Mark Wahlberg.
You open up Wahlburgers all over the world. You
Like-
feed your hamburgers to all your friends for money.
Mark Wahlberg.
You,
made-
you get your own fucking gym clothes, which he has. You get your own vodka, which he has.
Yeah.
You do your 4 a.m. Dude, he does 4 a.m. Instagram
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he's in the gym.
training.
He's a,
Yeah.
he's a nut. He
Well,
sleeps
The
like
Rock
3
does the
hours
same
a
thing.
day.
The Rock does the same
Yeah.
thing every day.
Yeah.
Like what's the
So
Rock's net worth?
You really
What
thought
is the
Donnie
Rock's
Wahlberg
network?
had as much money as Mark Wahlberg?
You know, I don't know. Why
Donnie
not?
Wahlberg's done a few TV shows.
800
Mark
million for
Wahlberg's
Rock.
like bona fide movie star. Like think about how many movies he's been in.
I don't know.
Like
man.
big budget blockbuster
Yeah.
movies. Like
You know what my net worth is?
at least 50.
Yep, you're right. 50 cents.
About
It's
Mark
just,
Wahlberg's movies.
I mean, it's amazing. I'm really curious what they do with all this money.
I know, right?
I couldn't spend that much money.
You know what they do with all that money? They make more money on it.
No, I get it, but I couldn't
Takes money to
spend
make
400 million. I couldn't figure out how to spend 400 million.
No, you don't. You don't spend 400.
You make more money on it.
You just let it make money for you.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. It's just, I mean, imagine the interest that they get on that shit.
Dude, I can't even imagine.
Like, I think they just live. I would just live off the interest.
There's no
Yeah.
interest. Like, what do you mean?
In
Who
the
makes
400
money on
million.
interest nowadays. It's interest like 0.001%.
Not if you're in like high. Not the places
At
that they
$400
put their
million,
money.
you're making 20 grand a week or some shit.
Yeah, the places that they put their money in.
78 movies. Mark Wahlberg. That's crazy.
Look, when you go to a bank and you have that much money, you negotiate your own interest rate when you go, because they're gonna let people borrow on that money. So they're gonna be like, okay, like I'm gonna put my money here, but I need a good interest rate to come back. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
like people borrow at like 4% right now. Like interest rates are shit right now. They're nothing.
Yeah.
what? Are you kidding me?
Like a house interest rate is like no more than 6%, but it was at like 2 something.
Yeah, that's what I
a few
mean.
months
6%
ago.
Yeah, it
is
was 1.5.
ridiculously high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A few months ago, it was like
You guys are
2%.
arguing about the same thing.
No, I'm saying when millionaires put their money in banks.
Yeah,
because
they're
the
still
banks
making
compete.
interest. They're still
The
going to make
banks trying to
interest on
compete
that
to
money,
get their
bro.
money put in.
Right,
Interest
but you're
and
saying the
savings not
banks
the
are
same
going to
as
make
interest
money on
buying a
interest.
house.
Yeah.
No,
But
no.
A bank,
No,
like
I'm
a
not
car
talking the
rate
banks.
is like 1% right now.
I'm not saying-
0.09.
Not car interest.
So like, what do you think they make their money on? Car rates?
No,
Mortgage
I'm talking
rates?
about the millionaire.
Credit card
that's
rates.
putting their money. They're getting interest on their money
Right. But why would a bank pay you 5% interest
because they
on
can
your
loan
on
that
your
money
money?
out to a million people.
Yeah, to get 2% back. Why would they do that?
Because a million people doing 2% is a lot more than paying one person.
But I just paid 5%. Why would I get 2 back? If you give me $10 million and I'm paying you 5%,
Banks can run out of money.
I know that.
Okay.
But if you give me $10 million and I give you 5% interest on it, why would I turn around and give $1 million to Joe for 2% when I'm paying you 5%?
But they're not giving them 2%. No one's getting 2%.
Yeah, you are on a car rate
No,
right
you
now. Car rates are fucking nothing.
What are today's car rates?
Well, you're talking about today.
That's
But I'm
what I'm
talking about
saying.
the last fucking 5 years. It's been like you could get a mortgage for like 2.5% on a 30-year fix.
You know, just
Lowest car rate is 5%.
I don't think you guys are into
I
that.
think it's lower.
So-
Current car
I
rate
don't
is
know what's
5%.
happening while they're arguing.
I don't know.
I don't
So I'm
understand
giving you
banks
5% to make
or
5%.
money. Or
Why would I do that?
You're making
percentages.
5% off of the million people. They adds
As
up.
an actor,
You're not getting
I
it.
do a lot.
Listen. Okay, if I loaned you $1 million,
Did you ever see the
This
Saturday
guy's
Night Live
all
skit
just
about the
going-
bank that only gives change?
No,
And they're like, yeah, we build our, we
I don't know,
build our
but you guys
bank
just
on-
spent
on
15
change.
minutes on this boring ass
If you
shit.
give me a $10 bill, I can give you 5 and 5 ones. I can give you 2 5s. As simple as that. And they're like, people ask how we make money. Volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on that note, guys, invest or don't. Put your money in a bank, or should you? We don't know either.
We have clueless
True.
idiots talking about
Yeah.
solar panels.
Yeah, we don't know
rates.
anything about what we're
What?
talking about.
3 people with no money talking about investing. money.
Yeah, we don't have
no
money
fucking
anyways, you
idea.
assholes. We don't need to invest. I
think
invested
combined,
in a fucking
I think
Dunkin'
combined
Donuts,
we have like
so my
$400
tired
in
ass
our
can
bank
sit
account.
here and bore our audience with fucking talk about banks. I'm sorry, guys.
We have 400
I'm moving to my
bucks
own show
combined.
next week.
Joe's wrapping
It'll
the
be
show.
right here at this table without these two.
He even said on that note.
Yeah, I did. I'm just thinking, I'd be coming in.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Hi guys, it's me, Tony Two-Step.
Right? That's what he sounds like.
All right,
right?
wrap it up.
Yeah, call us
Wrap it
or
up like a
email
condom.
us. Please, either way, send us money. I have a Cash App.
Please.
It's Demi Dog Lunch if you want to send some money through Cash App.
Yeah, buy a copy of the Cheerleader Sleepover Slaughter. Link
And-
below.
Yeah, and also Team Adventure Club, which is on Amazon right now, and it's a book I wrote for kids. But buy it anyways and read it to yourselves. I don't care. Leave me a review. I love you.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at Killer Collab Podcast. My name is Tone Deaf from Florida, Tony D, Chris Lato, Joe Davison. Have a good one. See you next week.
Bye, guys.